We've often heard or used the phrase incremental and iterative development while discussing the Agile methodology. Today, let's attempt to understand them in isolation and then together. As per my Cohen, Scrum and Agile are both incremental and iterative. They are iterative in that they plan for the work of one iteration to be improved upon in subsequent iterations. They are incremental because completed work is delivered throughout the project. Iterative has two connotations. One is the process aspect. The team goes through a time-boxed sprint or iterations, which is usually less than a month, to deliver a working piece of software or increment at the end of each sprint. The other aspect is that the product is refined based on the feedback collected at the end of the sprint. Iterations are closed-loop feedback cycles. It gives the team the opportunity to share what they have built as well as collect feedback, thereby improving the product, making it viable. With every iteration, the teams come closer to the solution of the problem they're attempting to solve for. An example would be a sculpture being molded or sculpted out of a block of rock, or a statue being made out of a mold of clay. This will be a standalone example. Incremental would mean delivering value or product on an add-on basis, continually through the project, contradicting waterfall methodology where the entire product is developed and delivered at the end of the project. In Agile methodology, we would be delivering increments at the end of every sprint. Each increment would be developed, tested, and integrated with the prior increments to create a single integrated product which meets the definition of done. A simple example of incremental would be Lego blocks being used to create a figure or bricks being laid down to build a house. Agile incorporates the philosophy of iterative and incremental software development, where a gradual increase in value takes place, and the product eventually gets closer to the product goal. To illustrate the combination of iterative and incremental development, we can take the practical example of a home screen of a website. The entire home page, the web page, would not be delivered at one go. In all the teams that I worked with, the banner would come first, the footers can come later, the text is added, we add more buttons, links as we go based on the feedback that we are receiving. And to cite an example, how we developed a web page on a recent project, the first thing that in the first iteration, all we did was add the banner and the logo and the footer links. In the next iteration, we added the right-hand navigation, which had links to different pages and documents. We did that in the second iteration. The following one, we did the top navigation. And some of them were even leading to blank pages because we were not there yet. And finally, on the fourth iteration, we did get the approved content for the landing page, and we added that to our home screen. So this is just a simple, real example where both these philosophies, incremental and iterative development, is being epitomized. Every sprint review, no matter how small it appears that our development was that for that sprint, we always came back with a lot of feedback. So content was modified, links were added, some buttons were suggested to be added, some were even removed. We even changed the position of the logo so that it is more easily visible by the person who's dropping by for the first time. Outcome of every iteration that we have a better and improved product, which is closer to the product vision of the client and the product goal that the team is following. And we will keep repeating it till the product kind of meets all the functionalities and has all the features, and it is good to go-to-market. We have to also be cognizant of the fact that any organization that's new to Agile transformation might view revisiting the same web page, taking from our example, is kind of a failure to meet the goal of the sprint, as well as it might be viewed as a scope creep. But this is because our inability to adapt and change, and fact is, if we do it just once, it's not really iterative development. Over time, the team will get closer to the outcome it is desired through product discovery, collaboration, reviews, and effective prioritization of the backlog. I hope this discussion was useful in understanding what iterative and incremental development mean in the context of Agile methodology. Thank you for watching this video. If you like our conversations and the topics that we deep dive into, then please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we are posting new content.